Well, that first visit was the turning point in the relationship. Things were happening, but they were not happening at the pace that you see today. This speaks volumes of how special he holds this relationship and how special he holds Indians in his heart. It's always important. I think when a leader of a nation comes here and meets with the diaspora and speaks with the diaspora, it kind of re-emphasizes the message that the two leaders are trying to re-emphasize every single time they meet, every single time they have a public kind of engagement, and this engagement specifically is no less important when it comes to that.
So how do you see the bilateral relationship between the two leaders specifically? And Prime Minister Modi in 2015, he was the first Prime Minister after who visited in 34 years to UAE. So how do you see that, and also the bond that President and Prime Minister share together?
Well, that first visit was the turning point in the relationship. The relationship has been there for quite some time. The diaspora have been here for quite some time, and things were happening, but they were not happening at the pace that you see today. And this is thanks to the special bond and the special friendship between the two leaders. I was there in Ahmedabad in Gujarat, and they were discussing all kinds of things. Obviously, I got my list of to-do list and homework afterwards to follow up on. But it says a lot, because every single time you think, okay, we discussed quite a few things. They passed on those instructions to us. What else are they going to discuss the next time? And then, when you get the next list, you're quite fascinated by the kind of thinking that the two leaders share.
And also, it was very rare for the President to address at the COP summit, at the Gujarat Vibrant Summit.
True, and this speaks volumes of how special he holds this relationship and how special he holds Indians in his heart.
Anything that you can tell on the discussions between the two leaders that is going to take place? I believe there are some bilateral agreements that are going to be signed or something.
There are quite a few MoUs will be signed, but the finalists have not been finalized, because I think up to the very specific minute when they will exchange those MoUs, we will have the final list, because we're trying to do as many of them as possible. What I can tell you is probably they will be following up on what was discussed in the previous meeting. And that meeting also was a follow-up on what was discussed in the meeting before. And the last meeting, for example, they discussed new sectors where the UAE and India could cooperate. Aerospace, for instance, AI, education, what more can we do, so on and so forth. And I know for a fact that we will come out of this visit also with a longer list of to-do lists and of things that need to be progressed further in this relationship.